in the year.
Yes, I think so. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver Trading. Today is April 10th, 2009, and you send us plenty of questions, but we probably could use some more, so we'll be here for a full hour this afternoon. This Good Friday, and again, thank you for joining us. No markets to report, so 1-800-375-4188. We were officially closed at noon today. We were able to get everybody shipped out. The payments came in, and payments have cleared, so product is on the way to everybody. So we worked hard this afternoon getting that done and getting all the paperwork done and everything, so it was great to sort of be closed this afternoon, but still a working afternoon. Visit our website at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net, discountgoldandsilvertrading.net, and emails today, questions, discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com, discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. And I don't know what the markets were doing off the gold was up about $1 today in the electronic trading. Let's see if I can bring it up real quick. I didn't think to have it ready for the program since the markets were closed today, but I guess it was up pretty much the same all day, up about $1 at 8.82. Silver up a couple pennies and so forth. We will be back Monday, so make sure for your gold and silver coins to give us a call at 1-800-375-4188. And I'm Melody Cedarstrom, if I fail to mention that. And we have Robert Chapman joining us for the full hour today from the International Forecaster. I hear you in the background there, Mr. Bob.
He's back.
You're back.
He's back.
Mr.
Well,
Bob.
got a lot of things going on out there. First of all, the stress tests for banks evidently has been in the works here for the last couple of weeks. And the Secretary of the Treasury is trying to delay the results of the stress test, or better yet, make it disappear, because they're dreadful. And I think, and that's even with the Mark II model, and I'll briefly explain what that is. Mark to market is when you have a security and you go to the last trade in that security or a similar security and you get a value. That's the real market. Very important. Mark to model is supposedly there's no market for this security, and we have to guess what it is. So instead of it being 13 or 25 cents on the dollar, it's 85, or miraculously. And so I think even with market to model, the balance sheets of banks still have them under, and they're trying to avoid letting the public know the dire situation that the banking system is in, not only here but in Europe and in other places as well. And so another piece of falsity, another set of lies has been brewed up, and we're going to watch that caper go forward over the next 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. They will delay it as long as possible, maybe even make it go away. There's no transparency. I mean, when you want to find something in the Freedom of Information Act, the government says it's a state secret. It'll violate our sovereignty. I mean, it's so bad that I expect the next time the General Accounting Office asks what they paid for toilet paper in the White House, they probably won't answer them. That's how ludicrous this whole thing is. And what gets me is nobody in the press, and most of the people involved in the transportation of information are not coming out and saying that the emperor has no clothes. They're not saying we're not being told the truth. They're not saying the Treasury and the Federal Reserve have just spent $12.8 trillion that you don't have in your behalf to save a bunch of crooks who looted our banking system and our brokerage system. So all their losses you have to pay for. Otherwise, the system will go under, which is probably the best possible thing. That's classical economics. You know, let the chips fall where they may, and we'll start over again. It won't be all that bad. And so that's what's going on in banking and government. There's a corridor that runs from New York to Washington. And in today's article, I called it the corridor of shame. How people so well educated, so wealthy, can be such base crooks and have the insane ideas of world government to enslave the people of the earth. Incidentally, we're going to publish today, not tomorrow. So all of you who are subscribers, and it's a fairly large edition, which surprised me. I think it must be around 30 pages, and that's a lot for a shortened week because we don't have any markets today, and so there was nothing to add. So it'll allow me to play golf in the morning besides. So we're working like beavers at that today. And so anyway, I thought I'd mention that. We do have 3 or 4 questions here. Melody, do you think you can handle a few questions today?
Do I have to?
Wait a minute now. I mean, I always want to get first. And
yes.
Today I'm saying, why don't you get first and start answering?
You want me to start answering or asking?
Both.
Both. I get to go first today?
It says Melody and Bob.
Cool. All right. We'll start with these because I know these have, many have forecasted 2,000 gold by the end of the year. With so much market manipulation going on, do you think this is realistic, and what would precipitate this rapid increase this year?
I think it's very realistic, and I think that probably surprising many people, I think gold is going to be up during the summer. The longer we stay under $1,000 an ounce, the more what they call investment jewelry will be bought. I know that the gold bankers in India only have 4 to 5 days of inventory supply. And so, and of course the price of gold is very attractive at this level. And I would expect that they would be doing some heavy buying in here. And we have had a curtailment of purchasing of gold in particular over the past about 6 months. And, you know, compared to $1,000 an ounce, $888 or whatever the price is pretty attractive. So I think you're going to see it come in. Another thing is that some of the larger mining companies, such as Barrick, are seeing continued increase in the cost of doing business. And also, the amount of gold being mined continues to fall. And that has, in a great way, offset the absence of jewelry purchases. I would say probably today about 75% of the demand for gold is investment demand. I have an interesting piece from the gold section from a subscriber who is German who teaches at a university in Japan. And his family lives in Cologne in Germany. That's how it's pronounced in English. And Cologne in German is pronounced Köln.